to send me a text. AlanCoxShow.com. Want to watch live? Thanks to Lordy Bogaham for helping out today. By the way, for people who are hitting me up asking if I'm going to be giving away Lamb of God tickets for that Youngstown show, I will not have those. Rover will have your Lamb of God tickets all next week. So if you want to go to that show, it's Lamb of God with Kill Switch, Engage, Baroness, and Suicide Silence. They're playing the Youngstown Foundation Amphitheater, by the way, which is a small venue. I don't even think that's a 5,000-seat venue. So
that seems really small for God.
Very small. I mean, Lamb of God played...
Lamb of God.
They played Nautica. They played... I don't know if they played Blossom, but I mean... So maybe it's just a routing thing. I don't know. But Rover will have Lamb of God tickets next week.
It might be just because everything is so booked up with everybody trying to make up.
Yeah, maybe.
And so they're like, that's what's available. That's what we'll play.
Yep. So
and
that
could be a cool opportunity to see them in a smaller venue. Get
it's outdoors.
Yeah,
I mean, Tuesday, September 13th is when that show will happen. So I love Lamb of God, but I will not be giving away those tickets next week. Next week, I will have tickets for a bunch of other shows, though. In this moment... who are coming with a great band called Sleep Token, by the way, if you're into them. Apocalyptica, if you like your rock and roll on cellos. It'd be light rock. Bill Squire lexicon. Tesla, Five Finger Death Punch, those shows. All next week. This week, I'll get you more tickets for the Def Leppard Stadium show. Korn's doing Blossom with Evanescence, Poundcake's favorite heavy metal band. Hailstorm, all those.
What day is the Def Leppard show?
July 14th.
What day of the week?
It's a Thursday night.
Thursday night, yeah.
You going to go?
No,
Are you going to get some sugar poured onto you?
I got to do high and dry. Otherwise, I might go. But, previous
Well, Def Leppard are headlining that stop, the Cleveland stop. So, maybe, I don't know, go early? See Joan Jett? See Poison? I hear you're a big Poison fan.
I've seen Joan Jett. I've seen Motley Crue. Mm-hmm. Poison, I'm not that worried about, but I would like to see Def Leppard, but I'll probably have to see them another time.
Okay. We were talking about heat. It is 126 degrees in Iran right now. It is the hottest recorded temperature on Earth.
Whoa. I'm sorry, 126 degrees?
But, yeah, that's insane.
I think that's an appropriate response.
Don't you just want to, throw something outside to see if it'll sizzle?
Well, you'll see people on TikTok or on social media, a guy cooked a cake on his, car hood, or the old famous eggs on the sidewalk thing,
I would just...
It cooled down a little bit overnight. It was 110 overnight. And there's a lot of parts in the world where it gets very, very cold in the desert. Not in Iran.
How do you touch anything out there? Touching a door handle would be, outside, if you're walking into a building... That would be hot. Your handle to your
you'd have to be very, very
car
careful.
Would be hot. Your steering wheel would be hot.
Yeah, you have to be very careful. This is the hottest temperature recorded on the planet this year, and one of the highest temperatures ever recorded on the planet.
Yeah, until I dropped my mixtape.
The Bill Squire mixtape. I'll tell you what. You thought it was hot there in Tehran.
That's the real cause of global warming.
That's right.
Do you know the hottest? Did it say the highest temperature ever recorded?
No, I did not see that. Okay. Nope. But it's near 126 degrees. Something to think about. And that's why you can't blame this guy out in Richmond Heights. That's a place, right? Richmond Heights? I think I read that correctly. Where his neighbors called the police out because they complained he was mowing his lawn naked. Now he was on a riding mower. It's been very, very warm here, too, in Northeast Ohio, right?
Yeah, we've had some very hot days.
I mean, today it's 81, and that probably feels a little bit more temperate than it has been.
It's been nice.
If you were walking around over the weekend, we went downtown for a bit on Sunday, on Father's Day, and it was very hot on Sunday.
Sunday it was?
Yeah.
I mean, Wednesday and Thursday last week, it was getting into the high 90s. I mean, even earlier this week.
Well, I was gone I've gone for 2 weeks, but I mean, over this weekend, it was very hot. But neighbors had called the cops out to this guy who was, they found he was on his riding mower with only a hand towel covering his junk.
Why even that then? Why don't you just commit to it? Why would you have a hand towel?
He's not trying to show everybody.
Yeah, I don't think
he's just trying to stay cool.
Trying to stay cool.
He probably had the hand towel soaked in ice water, keep his boys nice and temperate.
Dude, it's not even like an insecurity thing. It's just being naked is just so uncomfortable because everything just it's not where it needs to be. There's nothing to contain the boys. So like it doesn't sit the way I need it to when I'm
Being
sitting
naked's
down.
great. Don't let anybody tell you differently.
Being naked and standing up and walking around is fantastic. But when you're like sitting on a surface, you feel like
sitting on
you're
a
not
riding
protected.
mower, that's like vinyl, and you're just melting into it.
You're not
That
protected.
doesn't sound great.
But the whole thing's vibrating. He was probably having a great time.
I'm saying throw on a pair of shorts, and you're good.
Well, he ended up doing that. The cops showed up, and he put on shorts, and they told him that his chain link fence is not considered a private fence because, of course, you can see right through it. He said he understood, and he would remain in his shorts.
Now, free balling, that's another thing. That's fantastic. Just light shorts and just no
And
underwear.
a nice breeze.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic.
I went commando for many, many years, and everybody made fun of me for doing that. They thought it was gross.
I think
didn't
commando.
understand it.
I think commando in jeans is not
Yeah,
great, but
it
I
doesn't
think
feel good.
commando in a pair of like
Shorts.
athletic shorts or like basketball shorts. That's pretty nice.
It's all good.
No,
I don't like it in jeans.
me neither.
Well, to
Because
each
you
their
also
own,
like
right?
the jeans that you like a stiff pair of jeans.
I do.
He likes it to rub up.
My jeans aren't stiff.
You always, whenever we talk about jeans, you talk about liking a stiff pair. Like,
Well,
that's what you've always said.
if I'm going to wear jeans, I mean, there's no point in wearing jeans if they're made to feel like sweatpants.
That's that exact reason to wear those kinds of jeans.
Well, then just wear sweatpants.
No, because you want them to look like jeans.
But they're not jeans if they look like sweatpants.
No, I mean I have jeans that look like jeans, but they're stretchy.
Yeah, I don't need that.
But they look. You would never know looking at them that they are stretchy.
Well, I never had any problem going commando. I never had any chafing or anything. I like it.
And it's not my thing. Again, basketball shorts, fine, but in jeans, nah. Dress pants is actually kind of nice. Like if you have like a nice like suit.
No, I've never done that.
You know what the thing is, though? And I noticed this because I realized that I didn't have when I was preparing for my dad's funeral and wake, I didn't have a black suit. Again, when I left for ended up being 2 weeks, and I didn't know how long I was going to be gone. So I literally threw a couple of shirts in a bag, some underwear, and a couple of pairs of socks, and ended up being there for 2 weeks. So when all this is going down, I said to Gwen, hey, bring me X, Y, and Z. I'm going to have to buy a black suit. I couldn't believe I didn't have one. I have like 7 or 8 suits in my closet. I didn't have a black one. So I had to buy a black suit. And I just told her the other things to bring to fill that out. But it's amazing. It's a great suit to have. That's why I couldn't believe I didn't have one. But the thing is if you want like a nice suit, you really got to go looking for one now. Because everything is being made to look nice, but fit fat asses. Everything is stretchy now. So like it looks like a suit, but it's made out of like sweatpant material or something. Casual, I don't know what they call it. Casual formal wear or whatever it is. Everything stretches out now.
Where did you go?
Huh?
Where'd you go for a suit?
You go all over the place. What I'm saying is every place you go to now, you have to double check what things are made of. You can't just walk up and go, hey, that's a nice looking suit. Because then you grab it and you go, oh, this is all this weird, stretchy material. So you got to double check now.
Well, a lot of the suits too now are the more like it's kind of contradictory because I think they do make them out of the material, but it is a slimmer cut than a traditional suit. Like
No, I'm saying that everything now, like when you talk about jeans, when you buy jeans now, everything stretches. You got to go, okay, well, they specifically will make suits. I mean, they're mostly online, but you could buy a suit that looks like a suit for guys that want to wear something to the office, but it's made out of like sweatpant material. It's made out of like hoodie material. Because they're like, oh, it's great. I look formal, but everything stretches. And I'm like, okay.
I mean, I got something.
I didn't want that.
Where like the pants stretch, like just a waistband, but it still looks like a regular suit. Like it's still like the material isn't stretchy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just surprised. Because again, I hadn't bought a suit in some time.
Well, were you able to find one that doesn't stretch?
I did. I found one. You find one that fits you.
Yeah.
Right. I don't need to stretch. I need to find one that fits me. And so but the material, things are being made out of more, I guess, casual material. I don't know.
Things more versatile.
I guess so. I mean, I didn't know that was like a thing, but I discovered very quickly that it was a thing. And, a lot of these places are like, oh, we've got, I have a hard time sometimes finding things in my size. I assume because somebody's already gone through them, or I don't know. Like if I was a 46 waist, I'd be in great shape. You pull out some of these pants.
That's what you think.
They'll look like, tarps. You think what?
That's what you think. But still, even when you're bigger, everything fits weird. So stick with your little waist, buddy.
Well, I'm just saying, I had to. I thought it would be a quick, like, in and out, finding a black suit, and it turned out to be a bit more of an investigation than I had anticipated. I've heard the term athleisure. They call it athleisure clothing. So you want people to think you work out, but it just looks like athletic clothes. Like you put like yoga pants on, or other, you put, if you're a girl, if you're a guy, you're putting on clothes that look like you just came from the gym, but it just makes it comfy for when you're on the couch. I guess that's like a whole.
That's been a thing for a long time.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's a whole genre of clothing now. I just didn't realize they had extended it into the world of suits.
Well, there you go. Now you know. Get comfy. It's a more comfortable world.
How comfortable do people have to be, though?
As comfortable as they can be,
It's a pretty comfortable society. It's a really comfortable culture.
Oh, my God.
How comfortable do people have to
You
be?
need your clothes to even be a safe space.
This is his mission statement for his Friendly's restaurant.
But do you remember how uncomfortable clothes were in the past? Like, have you ever bought an old suit where the quality is there, but the comfort is not?
But if you bought a suit, what I recall is, if you bought a suit that fit you, it wasn't uncomfortable.
No, I'm talking about the way the material felt. So, like, if you bought like an old, like a wool suit, or like
gabardine,
it was so hot and just so itchy.
But it's better to look good than to feel good.
I disagree.
And this is why
I disagree with you.
I know, I understand. This is why apparently I'm in the minority on the whole athleisure thing. People look around, right? People got nowhere to be and all day to get there. And they couldn't be more comfortable. How much more? Haven't we hit peak comfort? You know what I saw?
Never.
There's an ad you might have seen if you're on YouTube with any regularity. They have an ad now for this guy who's sitting there having lunch with a couple of pals. And he goes, man, I'm so fat. I gotta lose some weight.
Seen this one.
And the guy goes, you're not fat. You need a new T-shirt. Now they're coming up with T-shirts. Rather than telling a guy, yeah, you don't eat that hamburger. Go run.
They also start slapping him.
They slap him.
Yeah, they go, you're not fat.
You need a new T-shirt. Because, of course, they're trying to sell you these T-shirts, right? That hug your chest like they're supposedly supposed to accentuate your pecs.
Right.
Which, if you're chubby, you don't have pecs.
No,
you got
pecs,
boobs.
You got boobs, yeah.
But then it's a little bit looser around the belly, so it's supposed to be half snug.
Yeah, I don't.
Boy, they're really moving into they're really trying to make things. How comfortable do people have to be?
Also, yeah, I'm not falling for this tight chest, loose belly shirt thing.
Tight chest.
There's a lot of women that wear
it.
shirts like that where it will accentuate the boobs and then it's real flowy underneath, so you can't really see what's going on with their midsection, which can look very nice on a woman, but on a guy, like you said, like if you're not working out and you got moobs and you're not accentuating anything good, you just want it all to be flowy. and really, if you're a bigger guy, you're not worried about how it, like, everybody knows you're fat. What you're trying to do is wear a shirt that is going to cover your whole belly and your butt crack, and that's what we're looking for. We're not. We know people are going to be able to tell that we're fat. We're just trying not to destroy the world with our belly hanging out.
It's why Kreischer runs around shirtless all the time.
Yeah, it's just
like,
easier.
Screw this.
Yeah.
This is a lot easier.
Yeah, but I mean, you just don't want to end up on like People of Walmart because your belly's hanging out the bottom of your T-shirt. That's the goal as a big guy.
Is People of Walmart still a thing? I know it was for a while.
I think
Well,
they
like,
got rid of that because people were like really getting out
Body shaming.
But you, I mean, you don't want to end up on like a meme page on Instagram or something and be like, look at this fatso with
Right.
their belly hanging out.
Yeah, it's like the Gaffigan bit where you see a TV a news story on fat people, and he goes, "Hey, that's my shirt." Hey, Jim, saw you on the news last night.
I used to do a series with Mike Polk called Man in the Box, and there was a episode where my character was on the news. Like they were doing a report on fat people, and my character was one of the ones that they interviewed, and I bought a Cookie Monster shirt specifically for that bit. It's very funny. It's very silly.
You can always leave us messages with the talkback button right there if you listen to the show on the iHeartRadio app.
Alan, you guys were talking about local Nick Cannons, and I work with one. He's about 45, and he was telling me about his family one day. Come to find out, turns out he got 6 kids with about 2 or 3 different women, and the oldest one's around my age, and I'm 25. When I found that out, I looked over at him. I said, "Man, you couldn't pull out of an empty parking lot, could you?" And he goes, "Well, I could, but it's too fun to sit in the empty parking lot and do donuts." And I'm like, "You're a special kind of stupid, ain't you?" And he goes, "Yep, pretty much." Hate the show.
I love it. Little guys breaking each other's balls. You couldn't pull out of an empty parking lot. 6 kids by 5 women. Look at that. You just make it. Yeah, we were mentioning local Nick Cannons yesterday because Nick Cannon's whole thing, that's like his personality now is I'm the guy that doesn't pull out. Now, I also don't believe, though, because these are the girls we hear about. These are the kids we hear about. And, if he's as the kind of swordsman that people have described him as, there have to be girls he has not gotten pregnant. And how do you think they feel? Isn't that a special kind of insult? If your whole thing, everybody knows you
It's like
as
the
guy
reverse
who...
of being sponge-worthy.
Right. Everybody knows you as the guy who doesn't pull out. If he has sex with you, you're going to get pregnant. That's like his personality. He's proud of it.
Yeah, he's a leave it in Larry.
But imagine you're somebody that he doesn't get pregnant.
Yeah, that's...
Even if he left it in, you're sitting there, fingers crossed, right? You got your hips up like Julianne Moore in The Big Lebowski.
Oh, please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please.
Please, oh, please, oh, please, oh, please. And you don't get
I
pregnant.
want to go to the big birthday party. I want to go to the big birthday party.
One
Right.
big one.
One big birthday party for all your kids.
Think about all the presents that it's probably like a Christmas tree of presents just stacked up to the ceiling. Like, all right, this one's for Jim. You only get one. There you go.
But that's rude, too. You get one present, you all got to share it.
No. Everyone gets one gift. And it's probably like, this is from your aunt because I don't remember all my kids. I don't know what they like. So I
mean, everybody would have 100 kids if they didn't care or take care of them. If you have, anybody would want to have one birthday party for all your kids.
But he's not just a regular dad. Like, he's also a celebrity, so his schedule...
Yeah, but it's still kind of, I mean, I don't know.
His schedule's already tight, so I can
But
understand...
he knows that, so why have so many kids?
True.
You're going to have one birthday for all your kids, if that's a true story.
I don't think that's a true story.
It's hilarious if it is.
Where did you hear that from?
I think it's from a movie, and but I think it's something that he should do.
But, like...
I think it's from a movie or a TV show, and like this guy's got a bunch of kids, and he's like, "Hey, we're just gonna do all the birthdays on one day, and just knock it all out."
Right.
I can't remember what it's from.
That
though.
would be that's a way to cheat on the your difficulty level goes down precipitously when you're cheating in that way.
I mean, it's true if you have baby moms in, like, different states. You're like, all right, they're flying into California this week only. Let's knock out your birthday real quick. Like, we'll knock out your birthday party because my baby mama's is, they got to go back to Vermont, Florida, and Washington.
A listener reminded me that Nick Cannon has lupus. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what the life expectancy is on that. But maybe I'm giving him a hard time. Maybe he's not being so frivolous. Maybe he's thinking of it in terms of, these kids are all my legacy. Maybe he's taking it upon himself to repopulate the planet in the best way he can, which is to never not have a kid.
Yeah, you were kind of judgy yesterday. You were making me angry with the
I'm not judgy. I'm curious.
Thing.
No. Well, that's a whole other...
I know.
That's a whole other thing. What I'm saying is I'm curious why someone at his station would do that in life.
Because
there are all kinds of wealthy people who don't do that. So it's not a matter of being wealthy.
But some people have wealth in different ways. Rich people, I imagine rich white people buy property. They invest it. Black people, I feel like they want their black seed to grow on. They don't need so much property, but they want to have, a foundation and more black children. So that is how they live their legacy. It's a payment, it's an investment, but it's worth it to some people. White people don't necessarily need, they have their kids already. They have, their property. Black people want to have kids.
Okay.
That's why I feel like it is.
Is that to replace the white people? Is it?
That's it. Nick Cannon's replacement theory. Yeah. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, he's taking it on
He's
himself.
responsible. That's why he had that dashiki on. He was going all in.
I'm trying to, I cannot remember what that was. If anybody remembers what movie or TV show that was from?
Because, it's, Nick Cannon is not like an especially good-looking guy, so it's a good thing that he has a lot of money.
He's not ugly.
He's not the kind of guy that would turn your head unless he had a lot of money if you were some girl looking to get... He got 3 Father's Day posts on social media from 5 women. So I say good for him.
I think I remember. It was from Parks and Rec, Councilman Dexhart, because he's the one that was always stepping out on his wife and getting caught in sex scandals. So he has all these illegitimate kids, and he would do all their birthdays on one day. And I think Andy performed at one of them.
Grant Larson is on the phone from the National Park Service.
I cannot meet with him right now. We are in crisis mode, okay? Larry, just tell him I need to reschedule because I am trying to fix my beehole disaster.
Okie dokie.
Wait, no, Larry, don't tell him that. Don't mention my beehole.
I got to take a break. I will have tickets for you after the break for Kenny Hoopla, Cleveland's own, doing a show at the Agora in October with some friends. And then another $1,000 at 3:30. Next keyword coming your way for you to go fuel yourself. So listen for that. 35192. Want to text me for anything else, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.